Have you been in a situation at work where you just don't trust what someone is saying or what they will do? Was this the one you directly report to, or a colleague in another unit or department with whom you are trying to collaborate? A lack of trust can make doing your job stressful, very unpleasant, and can even be destructive in accomplishing goals. Hi, I'm Diana, and thanks for joining me for this video. If you enjoy this topic, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel so that we can be growing as leaders together. During this pandemic, we're all facing stressors we didn't expect, and part of this is the ongoing stress caused by the uncertainty of what may still come with this pandemic, when this will actually come to an end, or what the new normal will be like in our home and work lives. When there is a lack of trust in the workplace, your level of continuous stress can be even higher. Let's consider what you can do as a leader, regardless of your role, to help build an environment of trust. Frances Frei, a professor with the Harvard Business School, has a TED Talk called How to Build and Rebuild Trust. In this talk, she discusses the 3 components of trust that are required for the trust triangle. These components are being authentic, having rigor in logic, and having empathy directed towards you. Let's talk about these 3 things. Authenticity is the quality of being genuine or real. John C. Maxwell has said, "You build trust with others each time you choose integrity over image, truth over convenience, or honor over personal gain." Leaders need to be communicating their passion and purpose. Paul J. Zak, a professor at Claremont Graduate University, researches the neuroscience of trust, and I've referenced his book and article on this topic below. Mr. Zak talks about 8 management behaviors that foster trust, and regarding authenticity, he indicates that leaders demonstrate their security by asking for help and showing their own vulnerability. This increases trust and cooperation in others and builds credibility. Amy C. Edmondson, who studied how groups of strangers build trust as a team, talked about the importance of showing humility in the face of challenge. She explains that leaders need to be clear that they don't have the answers, as well as demonstrate curiosity. Brené talks about building trust by demonstrating some characteristics such as reliability, accountability, and integrity. This means owning your mistakes, apologizing, and making amends. She has a lot more on trust talk in her book, Dare to Lead. When colleagues undermine what you are doing, falsely portray your work as their own, or agree to one approach but do something different, this erodes trust. It can take a lot of effort, time, and communication before you are able to trust them again. You can be genuine and trustworthy. However, you can't make others be trustworthy. Regarding rigor in logic, Frances Frei explains that the level of trust depends on the quality of our logic or our ability to communicate our logic. Have you been in a situation where your boss has said to do something and it doesn't seem to make sense, and you discuss it and you're told do it anyway, and you do it and it doesn't go well? What does that do to your level of trust? It diminishes your trust in that person and in the next instruction that they are going to provide to you. It's important that you get education you are missing, such as communication skills. Paul J. Zak indicates that leaders need to share information broadly, since uncertainty about the company's direction leads to chronic stress, which means lower trust. He also identifies the importance of leaders having a growth mindset when developing talent, helping people develop personally and professionally, not just in acquiring new skills. We have heard so much about the importance of having empathy and the destructive impacts of those who do not have or show empathy. Frances Frei indicates that empathy is the most common missing item in building trust. As a leader, you can identify where you are showing less empathy by examining the situations, where, when, to whom, that you are likely to offer distraction, like checking your phone during conversations. These are areas where you can improve on showing empathy. Simon Sinek, author of The Infinite Game, explains that there is a lack of trust when a boss is trying to be number one instead of promoting feelings of safety and promoting innovation. He states that leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Amy Zimmerman stated, "When people feel heard, they feel cared for. When people feel cared for, they do good work." And John C. Maxwell has commented that during this pandemic period, leaders offer continual hope and need to surround reality with hope, give grace and compassion, and offer thoughtfulness by reflecting on what people say. As I've previously quoted, Stephen Covey has said, "Without trust, we don't truly collaborate. We merely coordinate, or at best, cooperate." It is trust that transforms a group of people into a team. Back to Paul J. Zak, who says, "In my research, I found that building a culture of trust is what makes a meaningful difference. Employees in high-trust organizations are more productive, have more energy at work, collaborate better with their colleagues, and stay with their employers longer than people working at low-trust companies. They also suffer less chronic stress and are happier with their lives, and these factors fuel strong performance." I hope that the summary of what you can do to foster trust as a leader will help you out. Remember that I've listed tools in the description if you want to delve into this topic further. Thanks again for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and include any suggestions for future topics in the comments. Bye for now.